Hi everybody, welcome back to our family style cooking show, always here with my beautiful mother,
Franca.
And on today's episode, we are making something super delicious. Ma, what are we making?
Panelle.
And we will show you just how to make this coming up next
on Love What You Eat. This recipe originates from Sicily. It's a very simple recipe to make. It's made with chickpea flour, water, salt, and at the end you add a little bit of black pepper and finely chopped parsley. And it's cooked over stovetop, kind of like a polenta, like when you cook a polenta.
Yeah. And there you go. And then afterwards, it's just putting it in whatever mold that you would like and having it set properly before deep frying them.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Have them plain, squeeze of lemon, or put them in a nice ciabatta, panino, however you want to dress it up. But this is a common, like my mother said, snack, meal on its own.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, and these you can also, if summer's coming, you can bring them on a picnic.
Yep.
Very easy to transport and clean. For the panelle, you have to continuously stir. You don't want it to stick to the bottom. Once it thickens, then I remove my whisk, and you need a nice sturdy wooden spoon. It's almost like cooking polenta, and you have to wait till all the water has been absorbed. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes over medium heat. Originally, they would spread this very, very thin on big like wooden boards or several like flat plates. But I find it easier if we put it in a rectangle baking pan. We're going to put it in the refrigerator. It needs to solidify for about a good 4 hours. Then we'll thinly slice it, and these are going to be deep fried. And there's a very famous old saying, "Mazze panelle fanno figli bel. Panelle senza mazze fanno i figli pazzi." And I'll tell you the translation at the end.
Okay, we have to wait at the end.
You want to wait at the end? We all know what matzah is, you know, matzah. This is what we grew up in, my generation and the generation before. Basically, it means to discipline your children, and you'll raise them right. But if you give the panelle before the matz, you're gonna just raise up spoiled brats.
In the fridge it goes.
Yeah.
Minimum 2 hours up to 4 until it's properly solidified.
And your parchment paper, make sure that you make it long enough because you have to cover it while it's cooling, because you don't want the top of the panelle to form a crust.
There you go.
There we go. All right. There we go.
And there you go. So as you saw, my mom put it in a super nice delicious bun with a squeeze of lemon, or again, just eat it on its own.
Right.
We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna put this to the side, and my mom has some prepared for us. So if this were to be a snack and you don't want it in bread, a classic on a plate, a wedge of lemon. So we're gonna give this a try. You can have it warm, obviously, when it comes out, or think of like a cold cutlet the next day. Like you just go in and you just have a bite of it cold too.
But it's best served warm.
Best served warm. But who doesn't eat like cold cutlets
There you
and cold
go.
fried
Room
things?
temperature.
So honestly, I'm going straight with my hands. Ma, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Buon appetito.
Favorita. Oh.
Yep.
I think the expression on our face says it all.
This is comfort food. The texture, it is very similar to a polenta type base if you were to fry a polenta, or that thickness. So it's not airy and fluffy. It is a nice dense held together, very sturdy but soft. A nice little crisp edge around, which I like.
That's right.
Very simple flavors, but the burst of lemon, to me, it's perfection.
Yeah. I mean, it's optional, but we like squeezing a little bit of lemon. It gives a little bit of extra freshness.
Sorry for eating on camera, but
I know we have to
you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if in your family household you would do this, but when we would bread cutlets, the leftover batter of breadcrumbs with the egg mixture and a bit of the spices, my mother would always extend that and non si butta.
Non si butta nulla.
So we would take that batter that once we finished breading all the cutlets, and we would form it into a shape like that and deep fry it too, and then put it in between panino, or we would just eat it as is. So it was kind of like Russian roulette. Who got the egg fried? The breadcrumb egg batter. Yeah, exactly. It's a breadcrumb de frittata, but it gives me that, it brings me back to that memory. So maybe you guys did the same thing with the leftover egg batter and breadcrumbs and what to do with it. We would just honestly use everything and fry that too. So that's what it reminds me of. There you go. So now you know a little bit of a flavor of our childhood. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for teaching us a very simple, cost-efficient, easy snack to make.
Very healthy also.
Yeah, super, super good, delicious. hits home for flavors. We thank you again for watching. You can always find this recipe at www.loveandtweet.net, where you will be able to see the step-by-step instructions with photo aid that'll help you replicate to the T, or let it inspire you to create your own by adding different flavors and spices. Thanks for my mom and for her time, and tune in every Sunday for new episodes. Until then, continue to
Love what you eat.
love what you eat. Bye for now.
Ciao, buona domenica a tutti.
Ciao, ciao.
Un abbraccio.
This is good.
No, it really is.
Mhm.
Really, really good.